My name is Karen Anashesky, and I'm the owner of Music Room, a neighborhood music store just outside of Buffalo, New York. Welcome to our music education informational video series. This is our first video, so welcome aboard. We often get asked the question, what is a good age to start my son or daughter with music lessons? We don't believe that this is something that you can put a number on. For my own requirements to take on a new beginner, I tell parents that students need to know the right from their left, the beginning of the ABCs, and how to count to 10. Doesn't sound like much, right? But the next thing I let parents know is that a lesson is 30 minutes long, and that students need to be able to sit and focus for that amount of time. Of course, it's really helpful on the teacher's part to switch up the activities so the little ones don't get too restless or squirmy doing the same thing for a half hour, but they still need to be focused on the lesson as a whole. Parents, you know your children. Can they sit and focus on one activity for 30 minutes, not including TV and video games? If this is no problem at all, then they're probably ready to begin lessons. This is usually between ages 5 and 7, excuse me, depending on developmentally when the student is ready. Generally, the younger that students are, the more likely I'll be to recommend that parents take on an active role in lessons and during practice at home. I currently teach a 4-year-old violinist and a 5-year-old pianist where that's the case, and both are progressing at rates you'd expect from a 7-year-old. So what instruments are good to start with? Piano. Piano is so helpful. Students that learn piano first find it a piece of cake to pick up a second instrument later on. Other options include violin or snare drum, which later then can become drum set. Violin will start slow, but with a little practice and patience, it should go just fine. But what about guitar? Every kid wants to be a rock star at some point in their life. Guitar is better if the students start a little later, at least ages 7 or 8, on an undersized guitar, mainly because of the fine motor skill development needed in the fingers. I've left out a major family of instruments, the winds. Most wind instruments are simply too large for younger children to hold, to support, to create enough air to properly make a sound, and some require more fine motor skills to change notes than what they might have even developed yet. My best advice is to wait until 3rd or 4th grade to get started with the wind and larger string instruments. Why put a child through discomfort and ruin their experience when the best thing to do would just be to wait? Suggest piano or keyboard first. That way they'll be expert note readers when it's time to try the wind instrument that they're dreaming about. Then a nice chunk of the challenge is already learned. The last instrument I haven't mentioned is voice. There's debate out there about what age is proper for children to begin singing lessons. Many voice teachers won't begin until a student is about 12 or in their teens because they claim that any younger and voices can be easily damaged. While that is true to a certain point, it's up to the teacher to know how far to push. There's plenty of skills that can be taught before the age of 12 that improve a student's singing and performance ability without any risk of injury at all. Gently working with students no younger than 8 should be just fine for that. So I hope some of this information is helpful when speaking with your child about what they would like to study. If you have any further questions, feel free to comment below or message me. Good luck, and thank you.